So, which Apple Watch should you get for yourself? Is it the SE or the Series 6? I'll tell you why I chose my Apple Watch SE and help you make a decision. So let's get into the video. So hi everyone, my name is Jocelyn and my Apple Watch unboxing video surprisingly did really well. So I figured that I can actually make another video about it. I already make a video about why I love my Apple Watch. I will have the link somewhere up on the side. So if you're interested, you can head over to watch it. And if you haven't subscribed, please, I will appreciate a lot if you click the subscribe button down below. And so in today's video, since I'm not a very techy person, although I'm slowly becoming one, but I won't dwell a lot with the technical side of the Apple Watch, but I'll just justify why I chose the Apple Watch SE. And maybe if you're struggling to make a decision, you can use some of my points as reference to help you make a decision. So first thing first, what I have here is Apple Watch SE in gold with the pink sandband that comes in the original packaging, but I've changed to this nylon-ish strap band because this is lighter and more comfortable to wear. First question, do you need the cellular version? I think that depends on how you want to use your watch. If you have all the money to spend on the watch, just pay whatever you can for the watch and you're good to go. But if you're tight on budget like me, I think GPS is the way to go. Some scenario that I think the cellular version would help a lot is if you're a runner. So you go out running without bringing a phone. You can use your Apple Watch to be your phone to reply messages, make calls, or stream music. And also if you're like a person that doesn't like to have your phone around with you all the time, or an Apple Watch with a cellular function would suit you quite a lot, I think. For the GPS version, unfortunately you can't stream music or do a lot of things that the cellular can without a connection to your phone, because it relies on your phone connection to make all of that. So yeah, that's the thing, you can see the difference there. Cellular version will need you to sign a plan with a phone company. For example, here in Australia, it's $10 per month, if I'm not wrong. If you like 2 gigabytes or 1 gigabyte of data to use outside, so in long term, it will be more expensive than the GPS version. And I also heard that some country doesn't have the cellular version. So yeah, keep an eye of what your country provides. So, or else you only have the GPS and you don't even need to make a decision. Yeah, personally, because first, I'm a student, I'm broke, but I still want an Apple Watch because of the ecosystem. And I'm not a runner, so I don't go around without my phone. I always have my phone beside me, so I don't think it's very practical to have the cellular version and need to pay $10 per month. So yeah, that's why I chose the GPS version. Alright, so the next question is Series 6 or SE? I think this is the question that everyone that wants to get an Apple Watch to be concerned of. I almost wanted to get the S5, but then I was like, oh, S6 and S5, the price difference is not that much. If I want to, why not just get something like newer, like the latest technology and the newer chip that's faster? So that's why I eliminated S5. I'm left with choosing the Series 6 or the SE. So this is actually quite an easy answer if you have the cash to burn. Just go for the best one in the market, which is the S6, and you get to choose a lot more colors and material. But if you're tight on budget, like me again, you need to think more. So the difference between S6 and SE is firstly the chip. S6 has a slightly faster chip that's newer. It's just gonna work faster, load things faster. And then the SE is using the S5 chips. The S5's chip, oh my god, this is so hard to say. And I don't notice like a big difference, although I have not used the S6 before, but yeah, I don't think my SE is in any way slower or anything. It's still pretty fast. So some other features that the S6 has that the SE doesn't, oh my god, that's a mouthful, is the always-on display, the blood oxygen and ECG function. So these two, I'll tell you why I think they're not necessary to me. So hence, I purchased the SE. So always on. I've heard a lot of people saying that always on will drain the battery, so they don't like it, so they turn it off. So what's the point of having it if you're gonna turn it off in the end anyway? And also, I was thinking that I'm gonna like lift my wrist to look at the time anyway. So just like that, it's gonna light up, or you can just touch it. So even you have the always on display, you're gonna do the same. So what's the point? But I also heard that some people say that they can't go back anymore after they have the always on display. But I actually don't quite understand that. Some people might say that, oh, it's gonna be rude if you're constantly looking at your watch when you're in a meeting. That's not too nice. But then I don't think that's a really big movement anyway. So you just do this and it's gonna light up. Yeah, I don't think that's a really big movement, and you're just gonna do this. Your eye, I mean, a little bit. That's not a big movement. Unless your boss is looking at you, then you can't really do that. But he or she won't always look at you, right? So yeah, that's why I don't think it's necessary. Okay, so next is the blood oxygen and the ECG function. It's debatable if I say you don't need it, but listen to me first. I have my points here. Firstly, Apple has stated that the blood oxygen app. Okay, wait. I have it all copy right here. The blood oxygen app measurement are not intended for medical use, including self-diagnosis or consultation with a doctor, and are only designed for general fitness and wellness purposes. So obviously you can use it for general wellness and fitness, but then to be honest, I don't think it's that accurate. I don't know, but if you have like low oxygen level in your blood, you can feel it yourself. You'll feel dizzy, you'll feel tired, short of breath, and you might look really pale. So yeah, I mean, at that time you should go see a doctor or visit the emergency, not just rely on your watch. But then if you're someone like a patient that has some respiratory problems or illness, like asthma, COPD, or like lung cancer or like pneumonia, then it'll be useful. Yeah, I mean, if you're a normal person, it's good to have it to, if some days you suddenly have really low blood oxygen levels, so it can kind of push you to go see a doctor. It's cool to know your oxygen levels, but just imagine it like if you're gonna be healthy and 9 times out of 10 times it's gonna be the same, almost the same reading and stuff, it's not gonna mean anything. So why do you want to know your blood oxygen level if it doesn't mean anything significant to you, like telling you that, oh, you should go to see a doctor or anything? Because the chances are it's really small that you will encounter a time that you will have that. So yeah, and also the ECG function. So ECG function is electrocardiogram. So it's kind of monitor how your heart beats, and it's good for like patient that has irregular heartbeat. I mean, from what I heard or from what I see from YouTube or something, it can generate like graph of like how your heart beats and stuff, and generate a report to show your GP or your doctor. I think that's pretty useful for a patient, but for normal people, nah, I don't think it's necessary. I mean, if you're like 50 something, or if you're like you have like hypertension, you have like some heart problems, then I think it will be practical to have that, so you can monitor if one day your heart decide to beat differently, and so you can go check out with the doctor and save yourself earlier. I don't think that you can rely on this watch to have an accurate diagnosis or like measurement of your health statistic. I think you still need to go see a doctor to really determine if you have that health condition. So yeah, that's why I don't think people like me, I think I'm still quite young and healthy. So yeah, I mean, if you're worried, then you can go for the S6, so you can monitor and you can tell and be prepared. Again, it's still nice to have these functions around just in case you need it one day. But then yeah, if you're tight on budget, I don't think you need something that you only need to use once in a while, although that once in a while can save your life. Okay, I think that's all for my thoughts on the difference between the two models. From what I've just discussed, you can sort of tell why I chose the SE. So general rule of thumb, if you're rich, you have all the cash to burn, just go for the S6, the Series 6. It's fancy, it's pretty. You can choose the two new colors, the red and the blue. The blue is really nice. I kind of like the blue, but yeah, no point for me to get the blue when all of my stuff is pink and brown. Yeah, it's gonna be weird. And also I don't need the function that the S6 has. I mean, like, if you can afford it, I mean, who doesn't want something that's the fanciest, the latest in the market right now? So please get it if you have the money. I want it to, but I'm too poor to afford. I want to save my money to spend on other things. In conclusion, I think the Apple Watch SE will be more practical, like more bang for your buck. You get all the function that the S6 has, just the three differences that I've discussed: the faster chip, the always on, the blood oxygen and ECG. And I'm really happy with it now. I have not regret my decision to buy this watch yet. So yeah. So yeah, I really have nothing to complain about it. Yeah, I really like my watch face. See, it's a rainbow one. So that's about it. I tried my best to explain why I got the SE, not the S6. So if this video helps you to make a decision, on which to get, comment down below or give this video a like. Let me know. I'll be really happy to know I helped someone. So yeah, please just leave your appreciation down there. And if you don't like this video, it's okay. Don't leave anything. Don't make this environment toxic. But yeah, if you have any questions, just comment down below. I'll try to answer if I can, if I know the answer. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye. Oh, and remember to subscribe. Oh, sorry. And remember to subscribe.